In 1979, Broken Yolk Café was born, and it was just a popular, single unit breakfast place with lines around the block. It stayed that way for decades until one determined regular had the idea to change things up. Head of franchising for El Pollo Loco, Valerie McCartney convinced the owner to begin franchising, and things took off from there. The brand currently has 36 units. Hear McCartney tell the story of Broken Yolk Cafe.
I can tell you that, all rumors to the contrary, the full service segment is not dead. So, so we are kind of this, I'm going to say, if you think of the continuum of breakfast joints, that on the far left side, you've got kind of the legacy brands, some of the old timer brands like I think of Denny's as a great brand because I put myself through college waiting tables at Denny's. So on the one hand, you've got the kind of the legacy brands. Then on the other hand, on the other end of that continuum, you've got this kind of like the, ultra hip loud music, very, very bar centric brands. We are kind of to the right of center, meaning it's a fun place. All the food is cooked from, and most of the food is cooked from scratch. So the food generally tastes better because it's actually made here on site. And while we have a bar component, so we are someplace that you could, you and a girlfriend or, could come and have a really fun time together hanging out on a Tuesday morning. At the same time, I can bring my 88-year-old mom here and feel really comfortable that she's not going to have to, she'll be able to hear the conversation. She's not going to feel out of place. So the food is really good because, like I said, it's cooked from scratch, and that makes a significant difference. We're not the easiest thing in the world to operate because the food is cooked from scratch. I should say mostly from scratch. We have a couple mixes for pancake batters and things of that nature, but it's a combination of kind of your standard classics that you have to have at every single restaurant, at every single breakfast, but you got to have bacon and eggs, right? Or else you're truly not a breakfast joint. But so it's a combination of classics, but we're really kind of known for pretty creative Benedicts. Eggs Benedicts. We've got, the Border Benedict, which is actually a corn cake on the bottom instead of an English muffin, and it uses a really, really very pretty, frankly, but super tasty green poblano sauce, and it uses carne asada. And then, of course, being in California, we've got the Golden State Benedict, which means in California you have to have avocados, else you're not a legitimate Californian. So we've got a lot of avocado-centric Benedicts as well. But we're really kind of known for interesting twists on Eggs Benedict. And then, of course, more recently, we've expanded the alcohol component. The future is pretty exciting. We're getting really good, I'm the head of franchise development. So, of course, I'm all about growth, but I'm all about strategic growth with the right folks. And the future looks very good because, first of all, we've got high AUVs. Our average system-wide AUV is 2.2 million. And I just ran the numbers for most of 2022, which I'm not allowed to publish yet, keep the lawyers happy, but my numbers are even better for 2022 going into a 2023 year. So I'm excited about what that means for our prospective franchisees. We're getting growth. You want two forms of growth, right? You want internal and external. Internal, called organic. If you don't have your existing folks re-upping and taking on new territories, that is often a sign of problems, right? So the fact that we've got existing franchisees that are asking for more territory, we have folks from our California store that have moved out to Arizona and opening up Arizona. We have folks in Las Vegas who are taking their lead folks from Las Vegas and sending them to Dallas. So we like to see this kind of organic growth.